This is Tom with Ack 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 TV, and I'm about to roll dice for a free tattoo. Yeah, I owe them. So at this point in my life, I've been getting tattooed for like 20 years. And I've noticed a trend recently where there's a lot of people starting tattoo channels or talking about their tattoo experience on YouTube. And that's all well and good. And giving information to people who are less tattooed or haven't been getting tattooed as long from people who collect tattoos is really good. I've noticed some people who do it really well and some people who do it terribly. And what you're doing is hurting tattooers and hurting tattooing as a whole, in my opinion. Like, I'm some dude, a white trashy dude from Fort Wayne, Indiana. But I've been getting tattooed for over 20 years at this point, and my view of it is, if you're going to present yourself as someone who wants to inform people about tattoos, or how to heal tattoos, or how much tattoos cost, you have to be honest, and you can't do it for popularity or being a person trying to make money off of like tattooing, because you're not a tattooer and it comes off as super disrespectful. So after that roving intro, I want to go into two YouTube channels that I think give information that is not the best. And I'm not saying everything they say is bad or wrong, but a decent amount. And that's Just Inked and Evolved Inked. You all are in your like mid-20s. You all have been getting tattooed the same amount of time as someone who's, for the most part, just getting good at being able to tattoo on their own. Talking like 7, 8, 9 years maybe. They're just getting good at what they do. And you all have been getting tattooed that long, not even like being a tattooer. And you mispronounce styles, don't know what styles you're talking about. Talk about being an expert in healing tattoos, which each tattooer knows what's going to heal their tattoo the best. Not some random person who's like been getting tattooed by them for a short amount of time. Leave that to the tattooer. I'm sure there's some tattooers that have their own YouTube channels. They can talk about how to heal a tattoo so that people who are new at getting tattooed know how to do that. And as this channel goes on, I'm going to point out ways in which you are wrong or really don't know what you're talking about because you just shouldn't be talking about it. Because you're not a tattooer. You may know what works best for you, and that may not work well for somebody else, and presenting yourself as someone who's talking about a good way to heal a tattoo may mislead someone into healing a tattoo wrong because you don't do this every day. And tattooers do. And my advice is listen to your tattooer. If you're going to someone who's been tattooing for a very long time and tells you to heal a tattoo a certain way, they know what's going to heal best for their tattoo. Yes, there's modern technology, modern healing, second skin, Sanoderm, Tegaderm, whatever it may be. They're going to know what heals their tattoos the best. And you should listen to them versus some Joe Schmo who just has a channel. Hi, I'm Tom from Ack TV. I brought my trusty backpack with me for things you need to bring to your tattoo appointment. Number one, the first and only item that you need doesn't come out of your backpack. You probably have it in your pants. It's a wallet. This wallet is like a multi-tool. It has your ID, and it should have the cash you're going to pay for your tattoo. Hopefully you brought enough, or an ATM in the shop, but we'll figure that out later. This goes right back into my pocket. So, Mike from Evolve Inc. lists a whole bunch of things you need to bring to your tattoo appointment. Besides your wallet, the rest are pretty fucking stupid. So, here was what I would bring to my tattoo appointment, besides my wallet. I got this lovely cowbell. It is for, calling cows and annoying your tattoo artist if you really want to. But Will Ferrell's there and he's got a fever and the only prescription is more cowbell. Maybe that's Christopher Walken. I don't fucking know. Number 2, or 3 at this point I think we're at. You don't bring a change of clothes. You wear the clothes that you're going to be tattooed in. And you layer above them if it's cold or hot. And if it's hot, you don't need to layer. But I got the sweet, sweet shoe for the layers that you don't need. Just fucking wear your clothes. Number 3, something to keep you entertained. There's a reason there's tattoo flash on the walls, but if you're really bored and you don't like talking to people, you can read Shakespeare. I mean, it's a huge book, but at least you can hear your tattoo artist when they ask you to move so they can keep tattooing you and giving you the best tattoo possible. Because if you're wearing headphones, you ain't gonna hear him, so you're just ignoring people. Number 3, when healing, I don't know what number we're on, I'm just saying numbers at this point. It's really important that instead of scratching your tattoo, you hit it with a hammer. It's how you best heal your tattoo. And if you really need to, there's some claws that are not really that sharp on the back end. You could probably scratch it. It's probably not the best way to heal it, but it'll work. I don't know where we're on, but your tattooer is only going to give you the best tattoo if they have enough light. So I recommend you bring a light bulb so they can see what the fuck they're doing on you. Because that's what essentially Mike is saying. So here's a light bulb. Give it to him if you think there's not enough light because you're an asshole. Number 7 is a rock. My kid found this somewhere and gave it to a friend of mine. But rocks, that's kind of how tattooing is. It's like a rock. Or a Chevy, I don't know. You could gamble with your artist to not pay. So a lot of tattooers like to play dice. So always bring dice and maybe you could win the bet and not have to pay your tattooer. But at worst, you have to pay them double. It's take your chance. If you don't like the tattoo when your tattooer's done, I recommend bringing a knife to carve it out of your skin. You can just cut that motherfucker out. It's whatever you like. If you chose your tattooer based on what it is, you don't need reference photos because you should already trust them. But if you don't, bring a knife. Don't bring reference photos. And the last thing, to further occupy yourself, bring a random PS4 controller. Because there's a TV there, you can probably just hook up your PS4 if you brought it. But if you didn't, you should probably have packed it to begin with. And the last thing, oh wait, we're all done. Here's some towels to fill the rest of the bag.